The numbers are stark. The country's youngest generation contracting COVID at a higher rate than at any point during the pandemic. This, the rise in new hospitalizations of kids under the age of 18, meteoric compared to any other point during the pandemic.
Aria, how many days have you been at the hospital now?
18.
Among them, 6-year-old Aria Shapiro, who has been battling COVID at Phoenix Children's Hospital for 18 days, celebrating the holidays from her hospital bed.
COVID really put Aria on a turn that I've never seen her epilepsy go in.
Aria, who is epileptic, had received only her first dose of the vaccine. Her mom, Sarah, now says she wishes they had gone earlier.
From what I've seen with my own eyes, that COVID is not safe for all children. And though I know my daughter has an underlying condition, there's a lot of other people here that don't have underlying conditions where children are struggling with COVID.
As the Omicron variant sweeps through the nation, it's infecting kids, many of them with their families scrambling to get vaccinated as school goes back into session.
Kids are definitely not immune to this virus. Although most children do okay, they have an upper respiratory condition or situation happening. There are some cases that are extremely serious.
All our friends are getting COVID. There's like half of our class is not here. Yeah.
Cases among children are up more than 60%, with 300,000 new infections reported in the week after Christmas alone. Most of those cases are mild, but over that same time period, 574 kids on average every day have been admitted to the hospital. That's double from the week before.
Before we had break here, it wasn't hard because there was like nobody out. But now there's like 5 or 6 kids out right now. And it's harder because a lot of them are our friends. So for me, I'm just worrying about them now because I hope they're okay.
Despite the FDA approving the booster shot for kids 5 years and older just this week, most young kids in America have still yet to get even a single shot. Have you gotten vaccinated yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. Has this led you to think more about getting vaccinated?
A little.
In the 2 months since the shots were authorized for children ages 5 to 11, just over 15% have been fully vaccinated. That number higher for children ages 12 to 17 at 53%, but still well below the average for adults. How much more worried should parents be about their kids?
They should always be worried about the Omicron variant because they never know how their child is going to react if they get infected.
Many of them with their families scrambling to get vaccinated as school goes back into session.
Your second shot.
Yeah.
Hey, so you're getting your vaccine. You're ready to go.
Why did you decide to get your COVID vaccine?
Because I don't want to get sick.
This as other kids like Aria continue their fights in America's hospitals. What would you tell other kids that are watching?
Be brave.
Be brave.
And little Aria is so brave. Vaughn Hillyard joins us now live on Top Story. So Vaughn, my first question is how is little Aria doing? We know she's 6 years old and she's been in that hospital for 18 days. Any sign of when she may get out?
18 days. There's a champion right now in Arizona, Tom. And this was particularly concerning early on. She had multiple seizures there from her epilepsy. She was on a ventilator for several days. You just saw her there. She was back sitting up, propped up. Her mom and her, they say that she hopes to be out in the coming days, Tom.
All right, that's great news. And then, Vaughn, we're talking a lot about the rising numbers of kids who are being hospitalized with COVID, but health officials are also pointing out a little caveat to a lot of those stats.
Right. I think it's important that health officials are urging folks to take into account what this means. There's a great number of kids who, whether it be broken bones, sprained ankle, they're showing up to the hospital not even realizing they have COVID. They come in, get tested, find out they have COVID. But what does that mean? Well, it speaks to just how contagious the Omicron variant is. There have been kids with broken bones, sprained ankles who have been showing up at the hospital for the last year and a half, but you are seeing a greater percentage of them testing positive for COVID than ever before. And what does that ultimately mean? It means that there is greater community spread among kids, and it puts kids like Aria at greater risk of contracting the virus, something so many, like Aria's parents, have been trying to avoid for now nearly 2 years, Tom.
Yeah, it is spreading like wildfire, no doubt, and we will keep Aria in our prayers.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.